so today I'm doing another what I eat in a day as someone who's trying to put on weight. So I'm starting with a Greek yogurt with 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, 2 tablespoons of honey, and a pot of pre-chopped, peeled nectarine and juice, which will come to about 375 calories. Then I'm making avocado toast for my lunch. So I'm starting with just chopping some gluten-free, dairy-free bread. So I am gluten-free and dairy-free, so everything's gluten-free and dairy-free, including the Greek yogurt, obviously, that I just had, which can make it a little bit harder to put on weight, as you can imagine. So this is some gluten-free, dairy-free bread from Warburton's. This is my favourite bread if it's not homemade, and this one's really good. Super spongy, the most real bread, I would say. But obviously, as it's gluten free, it's not super high in calories or anything, or nutrients. So I'm just going to chop that, and then I will toast it and make the avocado up. So I would love any recommendations from anyone on advice for putting on weight. I'm trying to eat higher calorie foods, so this avocado toast is good because avocados are calorie dense and they've got lots of healthy fats in them. So the reason I'm trying to put on weight is because I was talked to by the doctor because I was having some health issues. I've been eating more for about a month, and some of those health issues have actually already resolved. I started at 42.5 kilos, and I'm 5'5", so it was a very low weight for me. And so far, I've made it to 44.6 kilos now. So about 2 kilos of weight put on. So it's always a good idea to check with your doctor in terms of what kind of weight you want to be at. So for me, to get to a healthy BMI, I think it's about 52. So I'm looking to put on about 10 kilos overall. So to a month would be good. She gave me 6 months to get to a healthy BMI. So here I am, I'm just peeling off those avocados, and then I'm just going to chop them up and mash them in a bowl. Obviously, be careful when you're cutting avocados because they are so slippy. These avocados are nice and ripe too, so really delicious. On top of this avocado toast, I'm going to have a poached egg. Again, so the advice I received from the doctor in terms to put on weight, good things to do are obviously high calorie foods, but you don't want to eat, for example, too much unhealthy food like crisps, which although are maybe high in calories, aren't good for you nutrient wise. So instead aim to eat foods like avocados, like nuts, like dried fruit. As I said, foods high in protein. So now that that's all chopped up, I'm going to add some salt, some pepper, and also a dash of apple cider vinegar because I don't have any lemons or limes on me this day, and I want to add a little bit of acidity to it. So I'm just mashing all that with my fork. So once it's a good consistency to spread over toast, I'm going to finish mashing that, and then I'll move on to poaching the eggs. I like poached eggs just as a personal preference, but obviously you could do fried egg or scrambled egg or boiled egg, but just personally I like poached egg the most. Giving that a taste test, making sure it's okay. So I've got my water on to boil here, and I'm just going to let it heat up until it's boiling, and then I'll turn it down, and then it'll be at the right temperature to get my eggs in. I also add in a teaspoon or so of some white vinegar. This is white wine vinegar because white distilled vinegar usually has gluten in it. Just because I've had that's a good thing to do when poaching eggs, so I do it every time. So here we can see the water's about at a boil. I've turned it down to a simmer, so I'm just going to stir it with my fork, and then I'm going to crack the eggs into it, trying to be careful with them. And I'm doing 4, 2 for me and 2 for my boyfriend. So do try to be careful as you put them in there. I think everyone has their own way of doing poached eggs, so this is just mine. Before I started making them, I was really intimidated by them because I'd heard they were so tricky, but actually I found that they're not too bad to do at all. So if you haven't done it before, give poached eggs a shot. So I just let them boil cook for about 3 minutes if you want a runnier yolk, 4 if you want a harder yolk. I kind of like mine in between. Make sure you have a slotted spoon to take them out with, ideally. So that we can see it's boiling, probably a bit too much. You probably don't want to boil them just that much. So turn it down. And then, yeah, use a slotted spoon. There's a lot of foam and stuff, but you should be able to get them out okay. And then if you press on them, you can see how done they are. So I decided to leave them. I think I'm just grabbing a plate to put them on. So not perfect poached eggs, but definitely good enough to me. So once they're done, I've already toasted my bread whilst all that's going on. So I've popped the avocado on top of my bread, and then I'm just placing a poached egg on each slice. Be careful because they're obviously hot. Even though I'm clearly not being careful, they are in fact hot. And then I'm going to top them with some spices and herbs. So I've got some smoked paprika here, which I love on top of it, and then some salt and pepper. So with this avocado toast with the poached egg on top, with the gluten-free bread, that comes to about 498 calories. And let's see how the yolk looks. Perfect for me. It's slightly runny, but not too runny. Here I'm just having a drink of orange juice. Then I'm having half my Easter egg that I have left over from Easter. Then I've got some puff pastry for my dinner with some Italian meats inside and some pepperoni. So this is just a quick and easy dinner that night. So I was quite busy, but it's really good. It's like a pasty basically, which came to about, I think, 712 calories, and then I had a fruit winder as well. So overall my day came to about 2,000 calories. So thank you for watching, and please leave any advice in the comments. See you next time. Bye.